And welcome back on this Thursday morning. It is Athens Parade Day. Guys, we're going to be nice and warm for the parade tonight. We're at about 47 degrees right now. Things are going to warm up quite lovely today. High temperatures around 68, may even hit that 70 mark. We shall see. 53 for that low. Mostly cloudy skies today. There could be an early shower, but other than that, just a 20% chance of that. Tomorrow, though, 80% chance of those showers, so keep an umbrella close. And we could see some storms in the afternoon with temperatures around 65 for that high. Look at the rest of the weekend. It looks like it's going to be a rainy weekend, so keep the umbrella out, but things will be nice next week. Temperatures will drop down into the low 30s next week.
Join us up here this morning, Superintendent of Limestone County Schools, Dr. Tom Sisk. We're one of the 20th largest. It's hard to believe.
It is.
We are. It's your new pamphlet. You know, we're the smallest county in the state of Alabama geographically.
That's correct.
Yep.
And on both points. We are 20th in size. Last year we had right at 9,100 and some students. Average size of a school system in Alabama is around 3,000 to 4,000. Most people don't realize that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Now, you think about Birmingham, you think about Huntsville, you think about Montgomery, you see 30,000, 20,000, 25,000. But for a county school system, yeah, we're 20th in size out of 136 school systems.
Well, how have you liked being in Limestone County so far?
Man, I'm loving it. Just absolutely loving it. Great people, great opportunity here. The folks are so concerned about their kids and they're involved and they're easy to work with because they genuinely care about kids.
You've done a lot of renovations. Ardmore got that state-of-the-art gym up there. Clement's being remodeled. And
we've got more coming. At the last board meeting, the board was presented the plans, final plans. We're adding a 27,000 square foot addition to our career technical program over at Sanderford Road. We're expanding 22 classrooms, a gymnasium at Creekside. That should be bid out sometime in January. And of course, we're building a brand new from scratch elementary school in the West Limestone community off of Lester Road in the Lester community.
What is the future for East Limestone? That seems to be the crowdest area of the whole deal.
You know, the future of East Limestone as far as the community is they're at a crossroads. They have to decide, do they want to be part of a larger metropolitan area or do they want to be a part of their own community? Do they want to elect their own city councilman and their own mayor and have their own chief of police who answers to them, or do they want those services provided to them by somebody 40 miles away? If they don't make that decision, somebody's going to make it for them. From the standpoint of the school system, I look at Creekside Elementary. We're fixing to invest millions of dollars, and literally on the road that runs in front of the school, we have Madison City buses, Huntsville City buses, and Limestone County buses that run through.
You just got some new buses.
Yes, we did. We bought 10 of them. They're state-of-the-art. We were very excited about
that. You
that.
could have driven one up here this morning. It would have been fantastic.
And no, sir, I couldn't have driven it up. I don't have a driver's license.
The guy down there won an award for being the #1 mechanic
in the country. That's right.
You think it'd be possible for us one Friday morning to get him to drive one of them new buses up here?
I can certainly ask him to do that.
Then we could get on it with a camera once.
Oh, yes. You know,
Let Joseph do his Mustang
do his thing out there with the bus.
You know, there's three things about our buses, the new ones, that make them unique. The first one was the two-tone color on the inside on the seats. It had a color on the front that when they're sitting there and they're hot, they're not sticky to the kids. The backside has a special material so that it cuts down graffiti. They are air conditioned. We also have a special safety lighting system so that when you open the back, it lights up the entire bus now. And the back end, you'll notice they're higher. That's in case of a rear collision. The vehicle was shoved under the kids.
Two kids and a teacher were just killed in that
it's tragic.
bus wreck yesterday.
Yes.
And you have security cameras now.
We do. And our board approved the other night. We had 41 or 42 buses that still had the old antiquated VHS tapes. And our board approved to take those out. So we're probably by April, we'll have every one of our buses will have 4 cameras and they'll be digital.
Really?
Yes.
Dr. Sisk, how long have you been in this position so far?
Almost 3 years, 2.5. We've had a few changes.
A few changes? I was just going to say, does it not amaze you at all the changes you have made in such a very short time?
Well,
it may not seem short, but look at all the changes you've made.
Well, we've had a lot of progress, I think. And that's come with some criticism. You know, people want me to slow down sometimes, but you know, I have a vested interest in this community. You know, I have a daughter that's getting married. I'm probably going to have grandkids in this school system, and I want what's best for all kids, regardless.
Speaking of your school system, you've got a big thing coming up. You had teachers last night. You got Teachers of the Year, the big awards last night you had. You guys are going up to Washington in March. Tell us a little bit about that trip.
Sure. You know, we rolled out a program called the Digital Passport Initiative, and DPI for short. And it's our one-to-one initiative. And what we're trying to do is move our school system in the 21st century in its instructional methods and its delivery packages. What makes our program a little different is we're starting that program in the elementary levels. We give the devices to the teachers 6 months in advance. We train them on how to use the devices. And we've embedded in each of our schools what we call a technology facilitator. This is a master teacher who understands the technology application. The biggest challenge we are faced with is we have a workforce trained in 19th century technology trying to teach a 21st century student. And so we're trying to bridge that gap. And because of our efforts and our initiatives, the National Innovative Society has recognized us as one of 8 school systems, and we'll be presenting in Washington in March.
You also go forward to train your teachers how to do customer service, per se, with
Yes,
parents.
absolutely. We've started that process. There'll be a series of 3 more professional developments. We want our people, we want to change the mentality of people. When they come to our schools, we want them to feel welcomed. It's a schoolhouse. It's your home, your second home.
Now tonight, the parade's got 140 entries in Limestone County Schools. You have something else in tonight.
Yes, we do.
You probably got a couple bands in anyway. But you
Yep,
have
so all 6
artists.
of our high schools will be marching. In addition to that, the Career Technical Center, which we're very proud of, is built to float, and they're going to be in there. So you're going to see the Dancing Elves. Our Army ROTC detachment will be marching for the first time, and our Public Safety Academy, which is students in firefighting, EMT, and law enforcement. And they're uniformed. They look just like police.
And you're going to be teaming up with us, or we're teaming up with you?
Yes, we are so excited about that. We are so excited about that. We're trying to get the message out. We want people to know the good things that are happening with their children and grandchildren in Limestone County. And we couldn't do it without them.
One last thing before I cut this out. Congratulations to Coach Jeff Pugh out at East Limestone for an undefeated season and getting into the playoffs so deep. You did a great job out that way.
He has. Jeff has always done a great job. You know, East Limestone's a great school, great community. Probably one of the most motivated group of students I've ever seen out there in those stands. They are awesome.
Dennis Black still working for you?
Mr. Black retired. Can you
I
believe
know he
it?
retired, but last time I heard
He retired one day and went to work for me in a different capacity the next.
He was a substitute teaching first graders.
He did for a month, and they loved him, and he loved them, and it was great. And he's been driving a bus, and he'll be a
Driving
fixture.
a bus?
Yes, I know. I know.
Dr. Sisk, thanks for having us up here. Look
Thank
forward to
you.
working with you guys at the Limestone County School System through the remainder of the 12 months year-round thing here. Thanks
yeah.
again. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Oh, see you at the parade today. We'll take a break. Bill Matthews coming up next. He and Danny Vinson, the man, is going to take me to the movies.
Bye.
I might see Dumb and Dumber 2 Saturday or Friday afternoon.
Goodness, I hope.
Y'all hang on.
Local and loving